Okay, so I've got my frame prepped, and what I did, if you can see the color on this, these are how these frames come when I buy them. Well, I always end up putting a coat or two of white on it because sometimes I just think they look just too distressed. They are distressed white frames, but you can still see some of the distressing. So that's what I do there. I just think they look a little bit nicer, but to each his own. You do what you want to do. All right, let me clean this glass since I've been touching it with my fingers, even though I already cleaned it. So let me clean this up. Make sure it's nice and clean before we start doing our little resin glass and turtle project. Okay, I was just checking to make sure I had turned on my phone. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do my sand lined here. And as you saw in the time lapse, I actually used real sand and then I added some beach luster to it. So I'm just going to, I want it kind of at an angle, and I'm hoping I made enough. If not, guess who's going to have to make some more? And I might. But we'll see here in a minute. With sand, you just never know. So I'm just going to get it. Spread out here. Because the turtle is going to look like it's on the sand heading for the water. This would probably be easier with a spoon. Let me see if I have something. I don't want to get my fingers in it quite yet. Let's see. Let's try this. There we go. So this is actual sand from Florida. You can use it, just make sure that it's dry. Now there are a few little lumpies in there. I'm fine with that because this is the sand. But I do want to make sure I get in the corners there and along the edge. Probably could use just a little bit more sand. We'll see here. So let's get that in there. I like that big chunk. I'm going to take that out. I'm definitely taking that out. Let me get my tweezers, because I don't want that big lump in. I don't mind a little bit, but this one is going. Bye-bye. Okay. Now let me make sure I get out all this sand. I could have used a little bit more, but this will be fine. This will work out just fine. But just like I said, make sure you get in against your glass frame, or you're going to see it when it's done. Okay. You could also use those pearlized crushed shells that I use. You could put that in there, and with some just clear. But I wanted to show something with sand this time, so I think I'm good here. It looks good. It's got some bubbles, which I'm going to hit with the heat gun. All right. And this is a pretty quick project. When you start doing resin more often, some projects can fly by and some they just take forever. So let's take the heat, my torch that up a little. Okay, so my turtle, which I'll put in after I'm completely done, is going to go right here. It's going to be partially on the frame and partially on the glass. So that's where I'm going with that. Okay. All right, next I am going to, let's start with the dark blue. So I'm going to do the dark blue. And we're going to come around this way and down like so. And I'm going to get that in there. Again, I might have to make more blue. I do have some extra clear here just in case. This is a new frame for me. A perfectly square frame that I've, most of mine are, they're rectangular. So I like trying things on different frames. So since I haven't done one perfectly square yet, we're going to find out how that goes. Okay, and then we're going to take the other color and we're just going to get it in here like so. All right, I'm going to heat this up a little bit so I can move it around a little bit. And this is where I'm going to get in with my fingers. And I'm just going to, now I'm going to turn this because I want it, if I hopefully not knock everything over, because I want it looking like the water's coming in this way. And I do think I'm going to need some more dark blue. I actually do. Probably could use my heat gun on this. And we're going to just come in here. And you know what? I am going to make just a little bit more dark blue. Real quick here. I'm just going to add it into this empty cup with some blue that's left in it. It doesn't have to be the exact color because there's different colors in the ocean. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. We're going to get in here. Like so. Okay. That looks much better. So I'm going to push this into the edge because we don't want any part of the glass showing. So let's get that in there. And that looks good. Now I'm going to take my finger and just kind of swirl it. I still got to take my heat gun to it. Take it over in here. Let me wipe this up before I put some dark in the bottom, which I will be doing. And we're just gonna go. Now, a lot of times I'll let the sand dry before I add my resin, my next layer of resin. But today I'm choosing to just go for it. Just depends on the look you're going for. Get in there. Let me get my stick. I think I'll pour a little bit more in there. Right in there. This is getting thick already. All right, let's get that in there. Just like so. I want to get those 2 spots wiped up. Okay. Get these wiped up. Okay. Okay, so let me take my heat gun to this. And we'll get this part going. Now I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to put the way I want the water to go, kind of. Get some of this blue in here. Actually, I'm going to take some from here and we're going to throw it in there. Add some of that. And just add some of that color in there. Get back in there. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Just like that. Just making sure I'm getting in those corners all along the frame. You definitely want to do that. Let's take this down here some. Okay. I think I'm liking that. You do what you like. Okay. I think that looks good. All right, I'm going to turn this around. Actually take off one of my gloves because I definitely think I'm going to add some glass. So let me turn it around. This is the way it's going to be. All right. I got to see what's going on with my sand here. That's a chunk. Yeah, that chunk I don't like either. I don't think I sifted that. See, it's disintegrating in there. That's fine. Yep, that's what it's doing. See, that one I can get. Like I said, I don't mind small ones. It makes the beach look more authentic. Okay. Alrighty. Then I got another spot on my, right here. Okay. Now, I want to get that off. Okay. Let's put the turtle on. Or wait, do I want to do my waves first? Let me think this out. Do I want to, because I want to put some glass on here. And I want to do some waves. So, let's do the waves first before I do this. Alrighty. So I got my clear. And I kind of want to put it where the two colors meet. So that the white doesn't become real bluish. And then we're just gonna add a wave there and a wave there. All right, so now I'm gonna add my white. And we're just gonna try and go over the clear that I've already laid down. And then we have one there, and we got one there. Alrighty, so now, and I may put one right here, just a thick layer. So let me take my heat gun again. Well, let me torch it. Just gonna heat that up a little. Okay. You can see where some of my waves are turning blue, and that's because I didn't get it right by the clear. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but I'm going to let that go. But I think I just might take this in here and just swirl it a little. Just swirl it in here a little. Bring some in here. Okay, so I definitely want another thing of wave right here. So let me put the clear down. Just so I got something to separate the colors. All right, here we go. Alrighty, torch. hope I don't blow that out. I should have did this first. Let's do a picture. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, now let me see. I'm going to add my turtle hair, and I want to just see. Okay, so now I'm going to add my glass. I'm going to take off my other glove here. I'm going to add some glass along the shoreline. So there you go there. So I'm just going to carefully run it along. Even though it's sticking in my fingers here. Now I could have put the glass down first and did my sand, but I wasn't quite sure how my sand was going to be yet. So we're just going to run this all along the shoreline here. I want a little build up. Don't want it flat. There's a piece there I want moved over here. Is that glass? No. That's another piece. Okay, we got a piece of glass here. I'm moving that. Okay. Now I definitely want another piece of glass there. Just move that. Okay, I definitely want some more glass. Whoops. So let's just put some here. Want just a little bit more height. Now, if after I let this sit and dry tomorrow, if I want to add more glass and it's not high enough for what I want, I can use UV resin and add some more glass on the top. So let me see here. That's looking pretty good. And you just never know. Sometimes when you look at the things the next day and you say, yeah, I want more glass on there. And I can do that with the UV resin. What is that? Is that a piece of glass? I want that out of there. Let's see. What is that? That's a piece of glass. All right, I'm gonna slip it down in here. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I probably want, you know what? I have some bigger chunks I could put on there. Let me get, to make it look like the ocean is really rushing in. This is bigger pieces, but I don't want to go into pieces. So let's put a piece there. I'll just stick them here and there. That's really big. Let's put a piece in here. Kind of stick it in there. Yeah, some of these pieces are really huge. Let's put a piece in here. Now the first glass that I put on, the smaller, it kind of has a blue hue to it. You really can't tell right now, but let's see if I get a couple more. Some of these are so huge. See, those are way too big. So I'm looking for like a medium. Let's get another one like in here. I'm just gonna get down to eye level and see if there's, but I am pushing this in to the resin. I could pour more on, but I don't want to. Let's put a piece in here. And let's see, do another small one. These are really big. Let's get a piece right in there. Just look like the bubbles of the waves crashing in. You know how sometimes they come in really big and sometimes they don't. But here's another piece. Put a little bit more right there. I'm gonna put this piece right in there. And I think one more piece there in the center. If I can find it. I mean, these are huge pieces. I think I need one right in here. Remember what I said, I start going and then I don't stop. And you definitely have to stop somewhere along the line. Here's a piece that I can probably stick right in here. I think I'm gonna stop now. And then, like I said, tomorrow, when I look at it and it's all dry, if I want more height, then I'll just add some more glass with some UV resin. Alrighty, so we got that done. Now let's add, well, let me hit it with the torch. And then I'm obviously gonna have to add some seashells. All right, and now we're gonna place him right there. Right there, we're gonna put him. Okay, and then let me get, obviously, a starfish and some small shells. And then this piece will be good to go. Let me see, do I want a big starfish in this? You know what? I think I'm gonna put that right in there. I'm just going to drop it right there. Now, I didn't seal this yet, the wood part, and I will tomorrow. And the reason why I did that was in case I miss a spot of blue, I can get it off, sand it, and then hit it with a little bit of paint. All right, so we got that there. And let's add a few different shells. I'd like to get a scallop shell. Let me see if I have a scallop shell. I wish I had this ready, guys. I'm sorry, but unfortunately, this is how I work it. I have the plan in my head, and then when it comes down to doing it, I'm like, yeah, well, you need to add this. And since I don't always know, I'm looking for a small shell to add in that piece. I think these are too big, but I'm kind of liking this. I got one. I know I have another bag with shells. Small one. I got containers and containers and containers. Okay. I think we should be able to find something in here. Okay. That's got a hole in it. You know, you could put the shells on with a hole, which wouldn't bother me because, oh, wow, that wasn't supposed to happen, which doesn't bother me. But you know what? He's there, he's staying. I could move it, but I think I'm going to leave it. And then just put this in here. Okay, like so. With another little one over here. Just like that. Yeah, I'm good with that. That was a freak thing, but I wanted it for here, but we'll get something else for there. All right, let's put that right there. I'm just going to push it in. I want to make sure that's pushed in. And what else do I got in here? I need to put something different shape. And let's do a tan one here. And oh, here's a round one. What is it? Nautilus. Put that there. And maybe a few little ones in there, and we're good to go. Let's just put some like right in there. So this is 3, this is 3, and like I told you, I like to do things in 3s, 5s, 7s. Actually, this is pretty too. I think this would look nice right here. Might have to dab that one. I like it just partially sitting on there. All right, so 3, and then we need just a couple more in there, and I'm done. I'm done, guys. I know you probably all think I'm crazy, but everybody works differently with stuff, and that's me. And let's put one right there. Just touching up. I think I like that, but I do want to put just a dab. Oh, this is definitely getting thick. I do want to put just a dab right about there. Just to kind of hold it on that starfish. All right. I think I'm good with the way it is. And I'll cover this up. You know what? A few acrylic bubbles. Here I go. Where's my acrylic bubbles? If I can find them real quick here. If not, I'll just add them on after the video. Let's see. Yeah. I honestly don't remember where I put them because I move things around too much in this one. Ah, there we go. So these are some acrylic bubbles. And I think I'm going to just drop a few in along the water. Let's do like one right there. Just in there. I don't know if I got it in there good though. Might hit that with a dab of. There we go. And let's put one right in there. Like so. And I don't know where that one went. Here's a piece of glass that shouldn't be there. So I got to get that moved in. Okay. I don't know where that went. That's two pieces. I see it now. Let's put one piece here. I see it now. I'll just stick it right in there. And let's get one over here. Yes, guys, I should have my gloves on. Well, I took it off when I was doing the glass. And I think I see another piece of... So just push your glass in. Just keep, you know, checking it. And I'm going to put one more right there. Just a few. I didn't want to go crazy with these. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you wouldn't mind, please hit the like button. It would thoroughly help me out. And if you like what you're seeing, please hit the subscribe button. And I guess I'll be catching you on the next video. You guys have an amazing rest of your day, and see you soon. Bye.